Change has such a shitty reputation. We have been made to believe that changing ourselves, changing our lives, etc., is really hard to attain. When you think about it, from the moment that we're conceived, we are consistently changing. Change, as it applies to nature, as it applies to life, as it applies to the world that we live in, is actually the most natural and easiest thing. It's actually something that we don't, yet we have framed change as something that's super hard to do. And I believe that our opinion on what change should look like, or how the experience with change should, yet we have framed change as something that's super hard to do. Our opinion on what change should look like, or how the experience with change should be, is actually holding us back from changing. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie, and I help people find happier, healthier, and most importantly, more fulfilling lives through finding a balance between their mind, body, and soul. For a very long time, I believed that change was hard. I wanted to change myself. I wanted to change my circumstances. I wanted to change my life. The idea of making this big, massive change is daunting. The idea of change is hard. When we allow change to just naturally happen, it actually becomes quite easy. It's not change in itself that's hard. Change is actually something that comes very natural to us. It's one of the easiest things that we do. We believe that things need to be hard, or that we need to suffer in order to be worthy of something different. We have created this idea that change has to be difficult, that we have to endure difficulty, hardship, and suffering in order to have an outcome that's worth what we went through. I completely reject this ideology that we have adopted as a society. When it comes to change, as far as changing our lives, changing our circumstances, it's not the change that's actually difficult. It's our resistance to change that makes things difficult. We often will say changing is so hard. When we say changing is so hard, we're not actually changing. We are stuck in our old ways. We are stuck in our old patterns, our old habits, and we are refusing to change. So it's not actually the change that is hard to acquire. It's staying the same that makes things hard. We only experience that resistance to change when we are resisting change. When we dig our feet into our old patterns, our old habits, our old routines, the things that we know we need to change, that's when things become hard. It's not choosing differently, making a change that's hard. It's choosing to stay the same in the face of change that is hard. When we have old patterns, habits, routines, rituals, maybe even old people in our lives that we know we need to change, these situations, these relationships, these habits, routines, etc., and we opt not to change them, that's when things get hard. So it's not the change that's hard, it's our resistance to change that's hard. My whole purpose with this channel is to help people to find happier, healthier, and more fulfilling lives. And in order to do that, we do need to change some things. Almost everything that I talk about aligns with the ideology of change. So for today, I just wanted to change the ideology that you might have around change. Again, my name is Jackie. I help people find happier, healthier, and more fulfilling lives through finding a balance between their mind, body, and soul. I make new videos here every Monday and Friday. You can start and end your week with a little bit of Jackie, so don't forget to click subscribe. In the interim, you can find me on social media. I'm at Jackie is Alive on everything. And you can also go on to my website, jackiesalive.com, to read a little bit more of my musings. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel, and I will see you at the beginning of next week.